snacks.
What do you do? Snack extras. Boy, Gage, bottom. Joke, sin. We are. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Hold on. Let me do something real quick.
Oh no.
Damn.
Oh no.
We are officially joined by the Thigh Warden herself.
Yes.
Gabby Harbour. Geeky Gabby. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight. You all are now officially tuned into Loading Snacks Weekly, where we get together once a week and we talk about all kinds of things that are happening in pop culture. And today,
it's
nothing happened. It's nothing to talk about.
Damn, shutting the show down already.
It's a lie. That's a lie.
Dad.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. And here's the thing. I have every intention of having you explain what that means. Because I don't know. I'm
Marissa
oblivious.
knows.
That I do know. I do know Marissa knows. So we are celebrating Women's History Month. It's part of why Gabby's here. Not just because Gabby is a good friend to us, because Gabby is woman. And
This is true, yes.
Here we go. We figured some things out.
It's true.
So listen, like before we get into all the geek news, like we're gonna talk a little bit about the Batman. Spoiler Boys is out. If you want to know what we really think, watch it. That's what I'll tell you about that. We're gonna talk about the Obie Wan trailer, the teaser that hit today. Did y'all see that? That's the thing. Did that happen?
Sir. I didn't watch it because I figured we might watch it tonight.
Oh, we're gonna watch it.
So I held it for now. Yeah,
I didn't watch it either, but we're ready to go. Before we do that, Gabby, we have to do your litmus test.
My what?
Here's what that means.
My what now?
Here's what that means.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find out about the things that make you the most geek. So you are self-proclaimed otaku and gamer and so forth. So listen, not that this is going to be difficult in any way.
No.
But here's Sin.
Yeah.
Do not answer this question. Jokes.
Is it One Piece related?
Do not answer this question.
Straw hats in the building.
Gabby.
Yes.
If you had to give up one of these three things,
okay,
do you give up anime, gaming, or plushies? Can you like if you are wondering whether or not giving up anime means that anime plushies don't exist, we won't go that far. I won't do that to you. Is that rude? What's rude? What part is rude? The do not answer jokes and do not answer sin? Oh, the give one up?
I mean,
let me just say that part of the relationship that we have is that I apply pressure. And that is a relationship I have with everyone. I apply pressure. So, if you had to give one up, which would it be?
If I had to,
Mm-hmm.
it would probably be plushies. Just because giving up video games means giving up Pokemon, and that's not ever going to happen. And giving up anime means giving up One Piece, and that's not ever going to happen.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Giving up anime would also mean sort of giving up Pokemon?
Yes.
Sort of?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And giving up those two things would also just be literally giving up myself. So that's never going to happen.
Okay. That's fair.
Here we go.
That is what I like to hear. I'm gonna we're gonna ask a
now
couple
you
of questions
say.
that are important, I think, for just kind of the overall. Would you say that you have always been a geek?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you pinpoint a moment, or is it just, nope, this is just always what and who and how I've been?
Well, as most of all, my father. I basically
do.
grew up with comics and video games.
Mhm.
So I'd have to say I've always been surrounded by it.
Mhm.
I don't think I have a distinct moment, but well, actually no. There was, I think I was 7 or 8 when I really realized I love that kind of stuff, when I was sitting next to my dad
Mhm.
while he was playing Half-Life 2 on the
Mm.
computer, and I would
Mhm.
sit there and watch him play for like 5 hours straight. And
Classic.
I was just like,
Nice.
Mesmerized.
yeah, that's all I wanted to do. It's like, "Dad, you going on the computer? I'm coming to watch. Get my chair, I'm sitting next to you. I'm just gonna watch."
I dig that. That's a
But
turning point. Are you as a gamer, what are your preferences?
I like RPG based strategy games. I like the cute little farming games. I like
Yeah.
Fire Emblem, Pokemon, Mario Kart, Kirby. Uh,
Okay.
but I when I do play a first person shooter, it's typically something similar to the aims of like BioShock and Half-Life.
Mm.
I like those types of games as well, but I do tend to gravitate towards brighter colored games or like really anime-esque art styles.
So you're a Nintendo girl
Yes, I own every console almost.
through and through. What's your favorite Nintendo console?
Probably GameCube.
Why?
3 games that I've been playing are most my entire life, and I still play them at least once a year. Pokemon XD, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, Pokemon Coliseum, and then Super Mario Sunshine. As
Dig it.
well, there's also Gauntlet Legacy that
Yeah.
me, my dad, and Zach would always play for hours when we were
Oh,
younger
sweet.
as well.
Your
We'd
favorite. I dig
make
that.
1,000 characters. So a lot of good memories with the
Okay.
GameCube. So
Okay. You you a Smash Brothers person?
yeah, I like Melee the best, which is the
GameCube.
GameCube one. But I have all the other ones as well. So I like
Okay.
them.
I dig that.
I'm not good at them.
Not good at them?
No, but I like them.
You enjoy them. Okay.
Yes.
I can
I
agree
think
with that
that's fair.
statement.
I think there are a lot of people who are not good at them and enjoy them.
I did love the Sand Lions.
Are you
I like the bugs.
do you find that it is more difficult to find acceptance in the realms that you're in as a woman? Like, do you think that being in anime or being in the games or do you find it more difficult to navigate that in any way?
I feel very lucky in the way that I don't think I've had a difficult time feeling accepted with that. I've come into my family's always been very supportive. My friend groups, even if they don't like it and they don't really care, like they've let me talk about it for hours.
Yeah.
My online groups and you guys. So I don't think thankfully I haven't had any issues really talking about anything. Everyone close to me has been a good person and just lets me ramble. So
Before we go further, I need to address something in the comments. One, I do not kidnap anyone's plushies. That doesn't happen.
it wouldn't be possible. I have too many.
Yeah.
See, that sounds like a challenge. Don't do that. But what I'm saying is,
where there's a will, there's a way.
like, I know there's a net and
There's 2.
So
You just
what I
can't-
will say is some people's plushies like me better than them and just gravitate towards me. That's all I'm saying. It's that could be what that is. And now that that's out of the way,
We could definitely run some Smash Brothers, Frosty. Definitely.
I haven't played that in a minute.
That would
I
be
will
fun.
try.
Me and Marissa would like to put obstacles in people's way while they battled. We would just stand on the side.
That's cool.
Oh, so disrespectful. But I'm
I
down
won't
for
play.
it.
We loved it.
I don't Smash Brothers, but that's fine. That's just like I don't Pokemon, which is also fine. Do you have a favorite comic book character?
Right
Notice
now,
I didn't specifically say superhero. Just favorite comic book character.
Right now, I would have to say it is Spider-Man, but I do find myself going between Spider-Man, Ant-Man, and just the entirety of the Guardians of the Galaxy group because I like the group as a whole.
I dig that.
Mm.
Let's talk about Ant-Man for a second, because that
Didn't see
you want to talk about left field? I wasn't expecting that. That joke came from. Is that because Ant-Man is the closest thing that Marvel has to an Attack on Titan? Like, why Ant-Man?
Now that you mentioned that, that's a good point. But I don't know. I knew he existed, but then Paul Rudd played him, fell in love with him, and then I read the comics more. So now I really like him. But we can just say it's because of Paul Rudd.
It's Paul Rudd.
It's
Everyone
Paul
says
Rudd.
it's Paul Rudd.
They agree in the comments.
It's Paul Rudd.
Telling their entire life.
Paul Rudd.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Now, does that also mean that Spider-Man is because of Tom Holland?
No, I've always liked Spider-Man because I also like Spider-Gwen as well. But Tom Holland makes it a lot easier to like Spider-Man.
I dig it. Do you find yourself in any way drawn more towards female characters, or do you think that their inclusion helps you in any way with whether it's in a game or a comic or an anime? Does that matter to you?
It depends on each media. In video games, I'm definitely drawn if there's a female character I can play or a female lead, I am definitely drawn more into playing that game because I will pick the female character. Sure. And I can feel like I can relate to that more.
Sin does the same thing.
For anime, it depends on the genre of anime, really. For sports animes, I don't need a female in there. I
just want you to know, I know I'm interrupting you, but I'm interrupting you for a good reason. Okay. And it's specifically because J. Robert Deans is texting me about the Thigh Warden. That's why.
Should I explain that now?
No.
Frosty, make them wait. Make them wait.
Online, when we play online games, I always pick female characters. I don't ever play a male character online.
Yep.
Yeah, that's ever. Yeah.
I know a lot of people that do that.
Unless it's tied to the specific class.
The story or something like that.
Yeah. Then, other than that, I always play female characters online.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue. I just need you to know.
No, you're good. I feel like everyone's thinking that. For the anime, it can go either way. Like I said, depends on the genre. Romance, obviously, and school dramas. Yes, I prefer a female, but there also needs to be a male in there. And everywhere else,
Okay.
I mean, it really just depends on what the movie's about, what the show is about. The whole topic really has a lot of context.
Yeah.
All that has to do a lot with me.
How do you feel about Batman? Jokes? Relax. How do you feel about Batman?
The most recent movie or Batman in general?
In general.
I mean, I like him. I think it's a cool story. I like his character. Okay. All the interpretations are different, and I think they're interesting.
Okay. Around here, Okay, wait. How do you feel about Superman? Okay.
Perfect.
That's acceptable, Sin.
That's perfect.
That's why we get along. You know? Yeah.
That's acceptable.
Batman's cooler. I've never really liked any of the Superman movies, to be honest. So
there's no reason. There's no reason to like anyone else.
Wrong crowd. What's up, Kidlet?
Hey.
Damn.
Hey.
Okay, so should we?
It was good to see you this weekend too. There's more plushies that are just off screen.
All right, here's the thing. Elevator pitch. 7 to 30 seconds. What is the Thigh Warden? Just let them know. Just tell them.
So y'all know the KFC dating sim video game?
Yes.
Starting out great. There's this girl in there, anime girl. Giant thighs. Giant nice thighs. Thigh highs. At some point, Marissa is playing this game, first of all, on a stream. And so our entire friend group is just going at it. I do like thighs.
Hey, Sin, put that on the screen, please. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So yeah, we just kind of start yelling out thighs. And my friend mentions that I should become like we send people, people go to horny jail on Twitch. Well, now I'm sending people to thigh jail. And therefore, over the next 2 hours, I become the Thigh Warden. And everyone that enters chat, I ask them if they would like to join a group, aka the Thigh Cult, and they are in thigh jail.
That's it.
And then, I'm the Thigh Warden.
And it's never going away. It is a permanent position.
Nope.
It's been about a year since the thing happened. So, yeah.
Okay. Listen.
We tried, Melissa.
Frosty, it didn't work out, did it? Gabby's Pokemon are my cows, says Kidlet. You have that many cows, Kidlet?
A lot of cows.
That's a lot of cows.
That entire net up there is Pokemon.
Yeah. That's a lot of Pokemons. Do you have maybe I shouldn't ask this, but Flareon, I'm gonna guess, but like do you have a favorite Pokemon?
I have a rotation. I can never pick a favorite.
Okay. Is that like by like release? Is it do you have favorites from like each set, like the original?
I have favorites from each generation, but my actual like top favorites, they're from everything from all like 900 or so.
Hey, Sid, put that
on. Noted. Good.
Do you have a favorite Pokemon with thick size?
Tesserina.
See? It's already done.
Knew that one off the break.
Jokes, I don't know any Pokemon. You could make it up and I won't know.
I could make it up and you would say answer. Yeah, that's not something I could just answer right off the top of my head like that.
I just
watched
a YouTube video.
It's the only Pokemon I know with thick thighs is Mewtwo.
Mewtwo. Actually, good call.
He does have thick thighs.
They are pretty solid. Ready to fight thighs, bro. Like,
crush some watermelons. Let's go.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. We'll take that. You know what? Let's get into some news type things.
News?
Can we do that?
News.
Let's do
Is
it.
that cool?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see if I know it or not.
By doing
this.
The fight is done. We lost. Stay hidden.
The key to hunting Jedi is patience. Jedi cannot help what they are. Their compassion leaves a trail. The Jedi Code is like an itch. He cannot help it. Where is he?
That's the best way to do the Disney Plus logo I have ever seen.
Yes.
That was really cool.
It was so clean. All right, listen, couple of things. That right there, just that sound right there, I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Nice sound.
Get Boba Fett out of here. Let's go. Let's go.
Frosty, why? Oh yeah, because Frosty
She don't like spoilers.
doesn't like she doesn't like trailers and teasers and things of that nature.
Man, this is one that's been waiting for a long time. This is one that if you don't watch, like, I just feel like you have to watch it just because it's Obie Wan.
Well, there is zero doubt in my mind that this show will be better than the Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, no doubt,
Oh yeah,
at all.
that trailer was.
The trailer was
The
better
teaser
than
trailer. The trailer
the
was.
entire series.
Well, damn.
See, look, Heather said, this looks very interesting. Boba Fett got me wary. Listen,
You ain't gotta worry about that.
I feel like you have less to be concerned about because Obie Wan is at least a character we actually do know about.
Yes.
Fair.
Boba Fett is a fake character. 6 seconds of screen time over 3 movies, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Boba Fett's the greatest bounty hunter in the world." I'm like, you never. That's not a thing. You made that up.
Then the show came out. We see the truth. Oh no, sir.
Oh no, sir.
Oh no.
Whose help did you have when you caught all these other whoever? Because you didn't do it by yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh-oh.
listen, here come the band hammer. Y'all two get along, kids.
We go on Twitch too, so she definitely could throw it down a band hammer.
I haven't seen anything about how many episodes this is. Has anybody seen anything about how many episodes this is supposed to be?
Nope, nothing about episode list yet.
Nope.
I find it super interesting that they're specifically saying a limited series.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what that means. Like, you have shows that are 6 episodes, you have shows that are 8 episodes. What does it mean this is a limited series? Does that mean it's 3? Does that mean it's only 4?
I was thinking when they said limited series, I feel like this doesn't have an additional season. I see this as being like, we get in, 10 episodes, whatever how many episodes is, and that's just it for it. I mean, as much as we get, they could probably have a couple seasons of it. I feel like maybe this is just something, get in, we're going to tell this quick story about that middle time with Obie Wan, Anakin / Darth Vader, and then we'll just let it be at that point for it.
Like, the decision has already been made. We're not doing another season.
Right.
It lists at 6 episodes. So limited means one and done.
Mm-hmm.
When these 6 episodes are over, we're not telling another story, not another Obi-Wan story.
Obi-Wan, at least. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Gabby, where are you on Star Wars?
I'm definitely not as big of a fan of it as like Marissa or my dad, but I still do really enjoy all the movies and all of the Disney Plus series. I know all the things that have happened in like The Mandalorian, but I'm not fully caught up with everything as in like solely watched all the episodes because I am a slow TV watcher.
I mean, don't worry about it. Oh, wait. Are you a slow TV watcher?
I don't watch many TV shows. That's not related to
If it's not
either a food
Anime.
show or an anime.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Hey,
I'm
listen.
slow.
I know right now I'm missing the first episode of this new Domino's Masters. I want to see that joint so bad. I just like the idea of somebody spending hours putting up thousands of dominoes and accidentally knocking it over. I need it.
That sounds absolutely amazing, and I'm going to go look for it after this.
So what I will tell you is, if you watch Lego Masters, it's on Hulu.
I did watch that.
It's the same people, same principle. It's just they're doing it with dominoes.
I love dominoes.
Listen, there's the heartbreak that show is going to build.
I've seen the ones with Legos and these people knocking over
whole
Lego build. Oh, it is.
I want to talk about the Batman for a moment.
Okay.
What about him?
Did you see the new movie, Gabby?
Mm-hmm. I saw it with my family this weekend.
Awesome. We're not going to spoil it for people who haven't seen it or anything like that. What I want to talk about is how well it's doing. $128.5 million over the weekend, which is
lunch
fantastic
for them.
I mean, it's not Spider-Man numbers, but that's fantastic. Just saying.
Can't expect DC to make Spider-Man numbers.
Not for a while.
This is what I'll say.
Maybe eventually. Nah.
When we did Spoiler Boys, there's a moment or two where we honed in on Colin Farrell as the Penguin. And to know that they are doing a show. Yes, it does come to HBO Max next month. 45 days from release date. So, yes, you should be able to watch it very soon. A straight to HBO Max series about Oswald Cobblepot's comeuppance as the Penguin with Colin Farrell and Matt Reeves executive producing. I am all in.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know they were doing that.
They just announced it. Announced it.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
That would be very interesting.
Somebody, listen.
Is this Matt Reeves' Batman universe becoming a thing?
I'm good.
Yes,
I'm cool with it.
It's definitely a thing. It's already a thing. And this is a thing we can discuss, I think, freely. They're going to try to make Matt Reeves' universe the DCEU, I am positive. And they will try to do it with this new Flash movie. Positive. And I am hating it. J. Robert Dean said Colin Farrell is not the Penguin. He may be a monster named Cowboy, but that's not the Penguin. Not yet. But you also haven't seen it, I'm sure. This Colin Farrell is the Penguin.
I dig it.
Because that would almost be like saying Jim Carrey is the Riddler, and this Riddler isn't the Riddler. The comic books have done a great job over the decades of redefining how maniacal these characters are. Like Batman's Rogues Gallery Batman's got some of the corniest. He's got some of the corniest villains there are. Period. But mostly because they're like stolen from Dick Tracy. They're all mobsters. You know what I'm saying? Straight up Chicago, Gotham mobsters.
Yeah.
So
they have their own little
Two-Face,
gangs.
Same thing to me. Like I don't.
Black Mask, Joker. You know they.
Zaz wasn't corny. Zaz is much further on. You know what I mean? And I don't think Zaz counts for real as being in Batman's Rogues Gallery. Like Zaz is not somebody that even really comes to mind when you think about Batman. You think Joker, you think Penguin, you think Riddler, you think Mr. Freeze. Like those are the ones.
There wasn't any horror in the Batman.
Yeah, it's really not horror at all.
Yeah.
It's
more
little dark.
psychological thriller than it is horror.
That's what I was calling it as a psychological suspense thriller, but it's not.
How can you call Calendar Man corny? The
epic.
Listen,
the name itself.
The same way you can call Condiment King corny.
Everyone is scared of the holidays. What are you talking about?
J. Robert Deans, you know what?
Calendar.
I have an appreciation for being able to prefer the corny. That's not because you're old. That's just because you prefer.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that.
Which is okay. Like the idea of having established characters, timelines, things like that, changed, updated, and done in ways that don't necessarily speak to the generation that they were originated in or for or from, versus someone trying to update these characters so that they matter to millennials. Somebody has to do that in order for any of these characters to continue to stay relevant. Otherwise, Batman is corny and not relevant himself. So they have to be updated in ways that make it worth continuing to push it. Yeah, Zaz is special. I mean, I'm not, Clayface. I'm not saying
That's a
he
special name.
He has some tough characters, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that like his rogues gallery is pretty horny, to say the least. But a lot of older characters have corny
Oh yeah,
villains. You know what I mean?
Captain Cole.
Corny, bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
Corny, bro.
Mirror Master.
Corny. Also, Batman's biggest threat, Mirror Master. Just jumped in my man's rearview mirror and rode into the Batcave. Let's not do this right now. Oh, world's greatest detective. Not a thing. Well, to me, you can keep the corny roots and make them relevant with good writing and not just copying bad 70s mob film stereotypes. Listen, I can't tell you that you're wrong because maybe you're right if you kept them corny and wrote them better. But I think that in order for the writing to be considered good now, you have to update them in ways that make them feel less corny to people now. I think that's I think that when you're talking about maintaining relevance with characters that are 70 years old, it becomes necessary. Like, Gotham is this really, really weird and strange amalgam of like 1930s / 1950s / 2009 with color TVs and cell phones, but they still use like house phones. Like,
yeah. Drive around in retro cars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they drive around and but they still got car phones. Like it's this weird. It's about as steampunk as you can get with no steam. Like there's no steam in Gotham. It's all punk. There's no steam. So like there's a weird thing about Gotham where it's trapped. It's the one it's the one place that's trapped in like a time loop void or something in like the DC universe. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's just it doesn't. So his villains are also stuck in that same
time place as well.
Loop. They gotta fit the era.
Yeah. Danny DeVito is the Penguin for me. But I like this Colin Farrell Penguin. I
do.
He's very good.
This time period, I'm digging it.
Trademark Steve. I like this. I like this Penguin, man. I do. I like this Penguin. I like this Catwoman. I like this Batman.
Yep.
This is a very good cast.
I like the Riddler.
Oh, I like this Riddler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Zodiac Killer. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we like him.
Like you said, corny villain, but they've done what they did to update him, make him, fit with the time period, and it worked.
Period.
Yeah, like at some point, what you kind of have to do is you never really call him the Riddler. Like the Riddler is just In the same way that the Zodiac Killer was given the name the Zodiac Killer, in a comic book, his name would just be Zodiac. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Riddler, you just have to, he was the Riddle Killer, or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The
like,
Riddle Killer.
You know what I mean? So, like, if you can think about the way media would take something like that happening and spin it, they would just start calling him the Riddler because he leads these, you know what I mean, in terms of, like, giving a serial killer a name, and it just makes more sense. Because thinking about the Riddler, I'm really getting ready to date myself right now. Thinking about the Riddler makes me think about Matthew Lesko. And if you know who Matthew Lesko is, he's the funny-looking, really skinny, crazy dude that used to yell about how you can get grants and stuff. Wear, like, the bright colored suit with all the question marks on it. I was like, oh, that's the Riddler. Now, that's Matthew Lesko. And he was a real guy. Dad left for a sec, so he told me to keep me. Now, listen. Hey, listen. Good luck with that, kidlet. And I'm going to let you figure out what part you need good luck with. Jokes.
Yo.
Can I do something for you?
Let's do it.
I'm going to do something for you, Jokes. Because I could probably care less.
I knew.
I mean, let's just do it. Talk me through this, Jokes. What's happening?
Make it very, very simple. This is Gundam meets Overwatch. That is the easiest way to describe this game.
Oh, whoa.
I'm all about this.
Yes, that's...
Okay, this is cool.
I will tell you that automatically what I like about this is the easy idea of why it's the verticality. It looks a little like Destiny. A little like Halo.
Speaking everything to me.
Looks a little like Virtual On.
Thinking of all the Gundams in the hand going at it.
Download it. It's called Gundam Evolution.
Gundam Partnerships.
World in which you don't buy this?
Nope. Not at all. Whatever special edition version of the game is coming out,
You're going all in.
all DLC I need to go. Rick.
I just want my Gundam from Seed.
Seed is in here. Freedom. I believe they showed Freedom.
The Freedom one that was flying?
I already knew it was coming, so I was a little reserved. I saw Exia, so they got Gundam 00 in here. So I am all about
That's a day one.
That looks cool.
This has been what they needed to do with Gundam for a very long time, because they don't change. Like the games that are out. Oh, is this Exia? Are they able to show? Yes, Exia.
Bandai Namco, dog.
Bandai MFing Namco.
They make Pac-Man.
Jokes. Let me get your wallet, dog.
No, the wallet, like the card, like I just need the pre-order show up.
He's already entered it in.
It's too late.
It's just ready to go.
You already
Like I
signed up for the
tried
stress
to
This is like tailor made for you, bro.
It is. Like, and the sad part is like that is going to end up keeping me off of Destiny.
That's gonna keep you off of everything.
Yeah.
That's true fact.
All right.
And the fact we're going on the box, because originally when they announced it, it seemed like it was going to be a PlayStation exclusive. But when they Bandai Namco released the trailer, they put everybody on it. And I was like, good job.
I was happy when you said it's that, because the first thing I thought about was I don't like playing first person shooters with a PlayStation controller.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna do it anyway, like whatever, so I'm gonna be able to play it. But as soon as you said that, say it was gonna be Xbox, I'm like, oh, I'm good.
I was good. Yes.
What are your biggest concerns?
I guess is the fact that like
they do have his money. They have already his money.
If it plays more of like how Overwatch does, I'm perfectly fine with it. But if they try to make it more of like that Call of Duty type thing, like you want a realistic ground, like no, I don't want it to be like that. This needs to be fun, because with the rest of the Gundam games, they're all honestly cookie cutters of the same ones over and over and over again. This one is honestly the only one that's completely different from what they typically would do with a Gundam game. And the fact that it's releasing straight to the West is a big thing, because normally Gundam games take forever before they finally come over here. Like there's been one free on PlayStation Network now for a good while, that's free to download and that you can play. Hey, look.
Some of them were. We have to work on others, but some of them were. We have some contenders.
Working out.
But from what I've seen so far, like unfortunately, I tried to get into the there was a stress test a while ago, because I had to use VPN because it was only in Japan. But let's just say that it didn't work out that great.
I can imagine.
But I'm really amped to hopefully get into the stress test for this, because I will stress the hell out of it.
I know you will.
Oh, you will.
Mm-hmm.
I know you will. Gabby, are you a Gundam fan?
I like the series. I don't like keep up with all the animes or build the kits, but I enjoyed it when I was younger, and I enjoy learning about it now.
I appreciate you, Kidlet. I do. And I'm positive your dad does too, so make sure his dad jokes get through.
Good.
Frosty. Those thighs will literally crush skulls. Okay, jokes. What is the most amount of money you'd be willing to spend on this game? What could they possibly say that you'd be like, nope, I'm not doing it?
I don't know. Because the thing is, I guarantee you, there's going to be a special edition version of this game that has a model kit attached to it, and that's what's going and that's what's going to kill my pockets.
I can tell Marissa's going to spend money right now.
No doubt. She literally just was like, I told myself I can't get any more games, but
that's a lie.
Normally they would probably put like one of the small kits attached to it, but they literally could say, oh yeah, you get a perfect grade, like the biggest of the model kits with the game, and it's also cost like $300 or something like that. I'm like, all right, here.
Okay, sure, here.
Exactly.
I can't say nothing because I own
when
perfect
I say
grades.
this is tailor made for you, it is like also tailor made for Frosty, because she consistently played Overwatch, and this has Gundams.
Yeah.
The combination of those two things is kind of hard to deny. Me, I can watch you play it. I don't have to play this. I'm good. For sure.
Because of your nails, Marissa.
There's a big reason the kits in this house have not been built.
And also time.
Time is a real thing.
Yeah.
Time is a killer. It is important. It is important. And did you see that Sony is shopping a God of War TV series to Amazon right now?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right. couple of things. One, do we want this to happen?
I'm
not against it.
Yeah. I could see it going either way.
Really? I feel like this has potential. Okay. I feel like it has the right potential to be done. It's just like it's a video game. It's originated from a video game, which in translation from others typically doesn't work out so well. So yeah. But it's Amazon at the same time. And Amazon yep, she actually
show yourself.
But Amazon is looking to do some good stuff. Like the Lord of the Rings that they have on deck is looking like it potentially is going to be pretty good. So if it was anyone other than probably like Amazon or Netflix, one of the major, I probably would be a little worried. But
yeah,
it's about right in the middle right now.
Sin, you seem iffy.
I could be on board with it. It's Amazon has earned cachet with me with a lot of stuff they have coming out and they have put out already. But like you said,
this the boys diabolical joint out of control.
I meant to watch that over the weekend, but I was wrapped up with Demon Slayer, so that was another thing. But no, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, Amazon's earned up cachet.
Here's what I want to know. Where does this story start? Is this OG original God of War? How he became the God of War? Is this 2018 PlayStation 4 God of War Norse mythology God of War as opposed to Greek mythology God of War with like flashbacks to the old? Where do we take this story if we decide that we're going to follow Kratos?
Why did they just snitch on jokes?
Tyrant.
Right.
Better not be in-game coins.
We're gonna be in the cockpit. We're just gonna get in the Gundam. That's where we living at. Just push all the buttons.
Gundam cockpit. Yeah, where do they start this? If they do this series, what story do they tell?
I think they take it back. Like I think with the amount. Don't get me wrong. The
Hey, Slim.
You've been
I get in trouble already, bro.
She already knew what I told her. I was like, hey, they showed the trailer for that Gundam game I've been talking about. And she was like, oh no. I was like, what?
She's ready.
Oh man. But no, I think they take it back. Like as much as the 2018 game, it's amazing. I feel like what they could do with showing him fighting like the gods and all of that, like I feel like that would be an awesome way to just go ahead and kick it off. And then that way you can grow with it. Like if you get someone like I would love for what's his name that actually is doing the voice of the current Kratos. Like I mean, you could slap the body paint and everything on. He could probably pull that off. But for that, you probably would get a younger guy and kind of work your way up a little bit. Oh, Marcus showed up.
Yep.
Okay.
Marcus.
Yeah. To get banned.
Yep, as soon as he gets in.
Ban hammer. There's a part of me that thinks that there's a story to be told that exists between those two stories. Right? Because when you come in 2018, he's got this son who's 11, 12, give or take.
Yeah.
And so the story between the end of like God of War 3, I guess, and what he was doing, how he met this family and got to the point where we open in God of War 2018, I think could be a really interesting story for sure.
I like how that would work out.
Yeah.
Might not be a whole lot of fighting, but there certainly could be some flashbacks and so forth. I do find that interesting. The State of Play. Did you guys watch the State of Play that just happened earlier today?
I did.
I did not.
Did watch it?
Okay. You did, Zen?
Yeah.
Jokes, did you get to watch it
I did have it
at
playing.
work?
Yeah.
Were you ignoring customers and watching the state of play?
You know,
No, never that.
Wait, never, never,
right.
never that.
No.
I don't want to go. It wasn't the state of play wasn't great, so I don't want to
usual.
go.
I was
like,
gonna say
we're not
as usual.
I
There's
feel
only
like
two
people
things
were
that stood out.
expecting a lot of things out of it for some reason. I saw a lot of people hyping it up on Twitter, but I haven't seen anything come
So
from
I
it
think-
on Twitter.
I think what happened, Gabs, is that Sony made the announcement, and then they said that there was going to be a lot from Japanese developers, and I think that started to feel like a big deal. And a lot of the hype was around the, oh, hey, Mama Deans, good night.
Oh,
Night, Mama Dean.
Was the expectation that we might get more Final Fantasy 16 information here. That was the big thing. People were like, oh, we're playing up, because Square Enix was kind of saying some stuff.
Mhm.
And then they were like, hey, it's going to be a lot of Japanese developers and, whatever, which it basically was all Japanese developers. Which is a whole other interesting conversation that we could have, but we won't. So I think a lot of the hype was people expecting Final Fantasy 16. Like they were looking to get, more of that. Partially because the big thing that Square Enix really did show was Forspoken, which we've seen multiple times, but they also just announced that it was being pushed back. So I think that people thought, well, since this got pushed back, we're probably going to get information about Square Enix's other big thing that appears to be a PlayStation exclusive. So that didn't happen. And so,
and even at the end of this, they played like, yeah, we're going to close it out with these two big Square Enix titles. I'm sitting there like, okay, we're about to see Final Fantasy 16. Okay.
Yep. No.
And it was neither one of them. Like, well,
No.
that was a letdown.
So they open with this new Capcom joint, this
Exo Primal.
Okay, so let me just say this.
Dino Crisis blended with Anthem.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. And for a brief moment, I was like,
I'm trying to think of how that would even work.
are they doing Dino Crisis?
That's what I
when
thought it
saw
was.
that it wasn't that.
Nope. Lost interest.
I'm out. I'm out.
Sounds confusing more than anything.
Just seeing dinosaurs spill out of a black hole. Like, okay.
Yeah, like, why is that happening?
Like, they're just slapping into the ground and getting up
literally
and
just falling out of a black hole.
Dinosaurs, now what?
Yeah. We put on exosuits and we fight them. That's what. That's what. Exactly, Gabby. Exactly.
I don't want to play that. I would watch someone play it for like maybe an hour.
I was just going to say you might watch the anime.
I would definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely watch the anime.
See, that's what I'm saying. Forspoken looks incredible.
It does.
I'm so amped for that. And we got to release. Well, they said they changed the release date, but
here's what I'm gonna say: October 11th is when it's coming out. I'm just gonna tell you now, that game is going to underperform. There's no two ways about it. Because everything that Square Enix does that has a Western push, or that they do with any type of Western developer, they always say it underperforms. Guardians of the Galaxy taking home like best narration, great everything, and they just yoink, like they're just like, yeah, that joint underperformed. Tomb Raider underperformed. Deus Ex underperformed. Anything they do that's Western or has a Western vibe to it, anything like that, they're just like, it didn't perform. I don't know what their expectations are.
Because Guardians was amazing.
Guardians is amazing.
And in their eyes, that underperformed.
Good night, Kidlet. Thanks for hanging out.
Night, Kidlet.
Yeah, I guarantee you that joint will underperform. Especially because, well, okay. It will underperform specifically if for no other reason than because it is exclusive. So we'll underperform at least until it releases elsewhere.
Everywhere else.
If in fact it releases elsewhere. Or you will never hear about the fact that it underperformed because PlayStation paid them a lot of money to make it exclusive. That's PlayStation and possibly epic.
True.
Because they used that game to show off Unreal Engine 5 up front. And that was and Sony does have a deal there for that. So I think the game underperforms. The joint still looks incredible.
Facts.
It looks really good.
I'm amped.
Sin, will you purchase
Yes.
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection?
No.
Excuse me?
What?
No.
You said yes,
You thought-
Houston.
Too
You
late.
thought he was going in a different direction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go a different direction with that.
Too late.
No, I will
Your
not be
answer's
purchasing
already
the
locked
cow-
in.
You already have to.
Damn. Well,
Too
I guess
late.
I'm locked in for that.
Because I already know you bought you have already purchased this new JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game. Like that joint is already that's locked in.
That's
That's
easy.
a lot.
That's easy.
That's locked in. Bruh, did you see that coming at all?
No.
Nah.
That might be
No.
the biggest and most exciting thing they announced in this entire
But
joint.
as
is
soon
a
as they
new
did the little
JoJo's
intro to it,
Bizarre
yeah, we have
Adventure.
something bizarre. I was like, oh, they're about to
Yeah.
show JoJo.
Bruh,
And
as
you know
soon as
what I
I
was thinking?
saw,
Yep, the little icons pop up.
Yeah,
oh,
I was
that's
like,
JoJo.
oh,
I
that's
was like,
exactly.
let's do this. At first,
Here's
I
what's
thought it
funny.
was just like a like an HD remake or like an up-res of the jump that came out on the PS4 or something like that. But then as it went, I was like, nah, this is a new jump.
Yeah.
I
50
was
playable
just
characters.
playing the fighting,
I am all in.
the old Capcom fighting joint. Classic.
Oh, that joint was cheesy.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Brawl, bruh.
Dear
Coming in
Lord.
spring.
Down for it.
Coming in
Day
spring.
one, I'm
It's
ready.
gonna be a thing. Y'all get your Twitches ready. Get your streaming
I'm ready.
ready.
Give me Joe Taro and Star Platinum. I'm
that's it.
all about that.
Don't believe him, Sin. He's gonna pick whoever you pick
Exactly.
and use
We
it
know what he's
against
gonna
you
do. Yeah. I mean,
because he's a
Oh.
cheater.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he'll pick. I know. I'm pretty sure you're going to pick because Josuke. I think Diamond. I think you said Diamond is Unbreakable is your favorite John. I think so far. Saying
He don't want to
so.
tell you
That's the
now
one
because
that you
he's scared
said.
you're gonna use him.
I don't need Josuke. No.
Not Marcus with the Cowabunga. With a K? That's not Mortal Kombat. Marcus? It's the Ninja Turtles. And that Cowabunga collection is gonna be terrible. I just want y'all to know that.
Is anyone
Like, I'm a
expecting
Ninja Turtles
it to be
fan.
good?
I think the Ninja Turtles are one of the greatest creations of the last 30 years or so. It's longer than that. And
Green Lemonade.
nobody wants to play these games.
No.
Nobody wants to play Turtles in Time.
Hey, somebody does.
Jokes, do you?
No, I never
Then
said
nobody
me.
wants Jokes.
No.
Nobody wants to play the original NES version of the Ninja Turtles. That joint is terrible.
Yeah.
I have no desire
This
whatsoever.
is a bad collection. I'm not with it. The new update for Returnal looks dope.
Mm-hmm.
It did.
The Diofield Chronicle looks dope. Valkyrie Elysium looks dope, but overall, I would say it was lackluster. For sure. Here's what I think we should do. I think we should. What? No, Vanilla Ice doesn't like the Ninja Turtles.
Go Ninja Go.
Oh, goodness.
Jokes. We don't do that here. We don't do that here.
Laughs in Elden Ring.
Frosty,
Marissa.
you always feel that way, don't you?
She does.
She
She went to ban him once we started. Just came after
Yeah,
somebody's
like,
ban.
Waiting for him to go in Twitch chat.
Hey, here's the thing. She's been trying to ban somebody since it started. Kay,
yes.
Marcus,
She's ready with
somebody's
the
been
hammer.
ban hammer.
Marcus is smart. He didn't jump on Twitch. He jumped on Facebook.
He is officially our Yzma. And I'll smash it with a hammer. I think we need to wrap this show up. Gabby, thank you for hanging out with us.
Most
Of
certainly.
course. I love
Tonight.
hanging out with you guys.
Thanks for having another meeting. tonight.
Oh yes, you're welcome. I penciled you in.
Only if you get to be in kitten form. Heather, we don't do that here. we don't. I like you, Heather. we don't. we don't do that here. Gabby, have you ever seen the live action Ninja Turtles movies?
Yeah.
That's why you
That
said
was
like
the right
that.
response.
That was
It-
that.
At least for the second one. I did enjoy those movies, actually. And I watched them a lot when Edia was. Do you remember that, Sin? Do you remember when Edia at like she was like 3 was like obsessed with the live action Ninja Turtles?
No.
And we would literally like listen. I'm getting ready to listen.
Pay for a late pizza.
We would be playing like we'd be on Xbox Live, right? And I would say, I lost a side. And she would
Yes.
say, then it is lost. Like her little 3-0, she'd be like, then it is lost. But I can get it back. I
Talking
can
about
get it
the
back.
Get it
Like,
back.
early 90s. The early
that
ones
was her like she was
I do remember
all
that.
about it. All about it.
Cute.
No. And Deans, they just finally merged Funimation's library
Gold.
with Crunchyroll. So now it's all
Yeah,
Crunchyroll's
it's all
where
in
you need to be at.
one library now.
Yep.
Mhm.
Except they have
Yeah.
anime in there.
The
that they shouldn't
hilarity.
have there.
There are
Because they're
videos.
censoring it.
Edia was one of those.
well, they're
like,
censoring anime that they shouldn't be.
That's fun.
Listen,
That's fun.
hey, let me tell you something.
That's you knew what
you
y'all were
pay-
getting into.
Exactly.
You knew what y'all were getting into.
Why are you censoring it?
The
Don't
whole
pick it
damn
up.
screen.
If you pay to have it,
Yeah, J. Robbie,
you
do.
should be able to choose.
Don't give me a black screen.
Right. Have an option up there.
If I want to see it, then let me see it.
But when you
Yeah.
start up saying, do you want to watch it censored or uncensored? If it's uncensored, you type in a passcode or something for parental
And you're
control.
good.
And just go.
Yeah.
It's as simple
I
as that.
mean,
You know what you're getting into.
that's what Disney's getting ready to do, so they can put Jessica Jones sleeping with all kinds of people, like
Having a lot of coffee.
having a lot of coffee, hot coffee, sir.
God,
right,
Funny-
right,
no,
Frosty.
funny
No, Marcus.
roll.
It's
Let me
just
see them two.
Crunchyroll,
Let me see
Marcus.
them two C's.
It's not funny roll. It's just Crunchyroll.
Funny roll.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crunchyroll already said, because people ask, like, if you go to like the little FAQ section now, it literally just says, yeah, if you're a Funimation, you just need to unsubscribe and subscribe to Crunchyroll. If you have
Get off
the, like,
that
if you
junk.
pay like for a year or whatnot ever, they'll roll it over. But otherwise, they
Okay.
just say straight up, yeah, just ditch
Cancel.
Funimation and go to Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all the Crunchyroll stuff is still in HBO Max
Mhm.
currently. Anyway, Thigh Warden,
Yes.
do you want people to follow you on social media? I didn't put
I-
your social media in here because
I'm just on it for my friends or anything. They can follow me on Twitter. I just post a lot of shit.
you don't post. I mean,
Okay, well, I retweet a lot of shit, like
all right, that's
Pokemon
fair.
and plushes, and my friends when
fair.
they stream Twitch mostly.
Okay.
I basically
think you
use my
post a
social
lot of
media
good-
to create, like to promote
Okay.
my creation friends. That's what I
Yeah.
do with my social media. I just promote everyone else.
I mean, you could turn that into a career. People
This
get
is
paid
true.
to do that. Like that's a thing. Like I just
This is
want you to
true.
know. You post a lot of, I think, important and relevant ADHD information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I live with that, so I like
I need
to.
to
I've
know.
gotten more
I do
into
know.
just. I've found a lot of different creators that do stuff like that and give good advice. So I'm like, I relate to this. Wow, that's why this works. So I just want to share it with other people that I know experience the same thing.
Yeah, I dig it. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's important. Jokes, are you buying that new Pokemon box? What does this mean? What is he talking
Just
about?
the new cards. Like I may, but I just
The
shelled out
Brilliant?
money and bought WWE 2K22, so I probably won't get it right now.
We'll have it next week.
The Brilliant cards that just came out, or the new ones
that what
come
it
out
is?
next month.
Probably.
There's
The
a new
Brilliant
card
cards?
series coming out.
I'm waiting now for this One Piece trading card game. So
There's a
like,
One Piece trading card game.
Yes.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, boy.
He shared
Yes,
it. Yeah.
it is. And,
I know.
I'm in. I don't care what it is. I'm in.
They
See?
showed the
Well,
four,
it looks like
four
we're gonna be
starter
doing
decks.
some One Piece battles. with card
Let's
games.
go, guys.
I'm
Facts.
for it.
I'm playing Ace.
Are you guys
Oh,
gonna
okay.
are you gonna participate, Sin?
Probably.
He's gonna collect them.
It's One Piece, at least for a collector's thing. Or
Right.
something
Oh,
like
he
that.
does.
Right into jail, Frosty. It's gonna flop? You think so?
I don't think so. I think
he's a One Piece hater. That's the only reason why he's saying that.
I know. I know. What exactly is Marcus's issue with One Piece? Have we ever figured this out? Or is he actually just doing that to pick with you?
I think
he's
he
doing it to be a troll. He's doing
Okay.
it to pick with us.
being a good,
No.
good
Not
troll,
us.
right? You.
Yeah, me specifically, but Gabby too.
Yeah, I don't.
Everyone in the Loading Snacks anime chat group now is like One Piece, and he's like,
He's the
No,
odd man out.
no.
That's why I had
Right,
when
right.
the original pop, I had to tag him in it because I was like, oh no, you gonna see this because you gonna play this. You gonna buy one of them starter decks, Marcus. I don't care which one it is, and you gonna play.
No, he's not.
Watch, he'll get all the good cards.
Justice Fighters, yes.
All right, listen, we have things that are happening soon. So
Thanks.
April 16th, Nerdpocalypse is upon us again.
Back.
We will be there. I have no idea what we're doing, but we'll be there,
We'll be there.
and we'll be having a good time. It will be outside. People will be drinking, and there will be nerd stuff, which is exactly how you start a Nerdpocalypse. So, be prepared. April 16th. I don't know. Frosty, have you guys made an announcement for what you asked me about the other day? Because I don't want to say it if I shouldn't. We are prepping for Awesome Con. That's June 3rd through 5th. Don't know exactly what our capacity will be there. Okay. Comic Logic is apparently going to have another LotCon May 22nd. Be there. Or be an object with no roundness. Straight square. You get it, Gabby. We have HBC Yukon coming April 29th. Jokes, did we hear back from them yet?
They just sent out an email that everybody's panels and everything are under review. So hopefully we should be seeing something about that soon.
We'll be there.
Inflatable hand.
Bring in inflatable. Yep, you should. You should.
Inflatable
Can
hammer.
I
At
borrow
least it's
that?
inflatable. The inflatable band hammer.
Hey, inflatable may not. Hey, that may not mean nothing because, like, if you give a inflatable
things hurt.
hammer to Nobara, that don't probably still
What?
won't hurt.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
So that may not mean nothing.
Spoiler Boys went live.
Yes.
So you should check out Spoiler Boys. Like, if you have seen the Batman, you should certainly check out Spoiler Boys. It's on our YouTube. It's the only place it's posted besides in Patreon. We let it go Patreon first and then put it up. Would have been there sooner, but somebody forgot to post it. Oh man, the Thigh Warden gets the band hammer. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
That'll be fun times.
This is wonderful. I now have a job.
Did we officially settle on a date for our movie club discussion of The Way of the Gun?
Was it like the 22nd, I think?
I'm just asking so that I know, because I don't think I got a response from everyone. But I got a response from almost everyone. So Tuesday, March 22nd, we will have our Loading Snacks discussion for Movie Club for The Way of the Gun. I will only advise you, 1, not to watch it with underage people around. 2, just Google the opening scene and then watch the rest of the movie.
I don't think I've ever heard of this movie.
The Way of the Gun.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It's probably better that way, that you haven't heard of it.
Well, now I'm curious that you said that.
Oh, then you should absolutely.
What are you?
She's about to go on YouTube
Again.
right now and Google it. Google the intro.
Yes, Frosty does have to watch it. You should watch it
This is
together.
true.
But again, go on YouTube and type in The Way of the, and probably Gun and intro will pop up. Like, just watch the intro.
Okay.
It'll send you. Are you familiar? Do you know who Sarah Silverman is?
Answer that.
Yes.
I think that's the pizza.
Are you familiar with her comedy?
Yes.
Do you care about it at all?
Eh?
Good. You can watch the opening and see her get punched in the mouth.
Okay.
So good. It's so good, bro.
Oh Lord.
Gabby needs a cool loading snacks nickname. Her nickname is Geeky Gabby, the Thigh Warden.
The Thigh Warden.
I mean that's it in itself. I don't
Yeah,
think we
it's
need to change that.
Just Thigh Warden is that.
Flareon, the Thigh
Thigh
Warden.
Warden.
Yes.
All hell.
Thyrion, the Flare Warden. Like,
That one.
Yeah. I guess point being, we are and will continue to be super busy. We are going into con season. Like, it's about to get really, really, really.
As a matter of
real.
fact, hey Doctor Who, I'm about to actually just throw you that link right there.
Please
You just
do.
need to click that one, and it's got all the application things right on there for it.
See, there you go. I don't know if you know, but HBCU Con did get their Kickstarter fully funded.
Mm-hmm.
The Villainous Kickstarter that we did some promotion for a little while ago also got completely funded. So that's
I'm
awesome.
aware, Marcus.
Mhm.
Oh, I am aware.
Yeah, there's a lot brewing. Ladies and gentlemen, Jokes has a job to do. Would you please, Jokes, do your job?
Just maybe, just maybe so.
That there is our Beacons link, and it is the easiest way to go and follow us across the board. If you would like to follow Gabby and see what she's posting about ADHD, other things too, Pokemon related things, anime related things,
Animon. Anime and Digimon. That's what
exactly. Because I was gonna say that sounds like a Digimon, which
It
I
does
like
sound
better
like
than
It
Pokemon.
does.
Greymon was my guy.
I did.
Go to our Beacons. It has links for everything. MCU chat, which is, trust me, getting ready to blow up because
Thigh stuff.
there's not thigh stuff on our Beacons page. However, Gabby will be on our Beacons page, and I'm sure you will be able to find thigh things with 2 C's there. Look, Jokes, you've been given permission to go to sleep.
Hey, I don't have time taking that. When I get off of this, I'm playing this WWE 2K22.
I believe that. So far, is it better than 20?
Way better. I give 2K props. Like they took, I can tell they took to heart what everybody said about the last one and made it.
They had 2 years to develop it, so
yeah, it's only sad now apparently that probably after this one, 2K is going to go away and WWE is going to work with EA.
EA. Yeah, I know. We'll see what happens. They got to do something because AEW is getting ready to come for their head.
They're about to come for that fight.
Anyway, Sin,
Yo.
you have a job to do.
Yes, so let's shout out our top tier patrons, starting with Anthony Cunningham, Marcus Houston, Susan Dorsch, and Tyrone Carson. Thank you very much. We truly, truly appreciate it.
No doubt. It's a fact. I missed Ty tonight. You know what I mean? He might be lurking, but he didn't say anything.
I guess you didn't insult DC enough.
Probably.
I'll work on that.
Should have started talking about all the movies. If someone got delayed, some got pushed up, then he probably would have chimed in on something on there.
If he could be in a theater watching the Batman right now.
Batman.
He could be. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight, chilling in the comments, for being good to one another. That is super important to me and for us. I want you all to know that I am seriously considering trying to put a fundraiser of some sort together for Ukraine. I just haven't decided what and how. If there's anybody who has suggestions for good charities that we could maybe do something and push donations towards, please let me know. Feel free to DM me, or if you have my number, text me or something like that. I feel the need to be active about some of what's happening there. So, let me know. We'll see what we can work out. I do feel like we need to try to do something. There are some people suffering, and I'm not a fan of that. So, Tom said I'm gonna help. Yep, I'm. Let me know, Thomas, if you find something. I've seen a few things. There are a lot of great video game companies and other people that are doing things that like you can donate to. Humble Bundle has like, there's like is it Humble? It's either them. It might just be on Steam. There's like, it's literally like 1,000 games that you can get on Steam, and the minimum donation is $10. You can donate whatever you want.
That's dope.
But the minimum is $10,
Wow.
and you get like 1,000 Steam titles, and they're like, there's some solid joints in there. That's the kind of stuff that I really am. I really like that kind of stuff. But yeah, anything. I'd like to lean into something blue and yellow or something. I may do a shirt or something, but I do want to do something. So again, let me know. Again, I appreciate everybody hanging out and being in the comments. Again, as you can see, there are people on Facebook, people on Twitter, people on Twitch, people on YouTube. You see each other, follow each other, support one another. We are building a community. That's what this is all about. That's what we want to see, is people continue to support each other. Thank you for being here tonight with us and supporting us. And keep in mind that one of the best ways to support us is to jump into Patreon, which you can find in our beacons. We are working on making some changes to Patreon. Got some specific requests that we're looking at and trying to figure out some of the best ways to make adjustments to the tiers that already exist so that we can make that happen. Hopefully we'll have something to tell you by the end of this month. So keep your eyes open for that. Sin, you got anything?
No, y'all can find us, lurking in our chat groups, like wrestling chat and anime chat. We'll be sitting there lurking, posting things all day. So, stop by, holler at us, see what we're talking about in there.
What? Patreon might need a thigh level. You're correct.
Hey.
Like the sound of that.
Do not be surprised if I'm almost positive I can make that happen now that you say that.
When you get some loading snacks, thigh highs.
Ooh,
See?
I love thigh highs.
See?
I have so many already. I will collect more.
The thighs of the LS crew. That's not happening. That's not happening. That's not happening at all. I don't even take my socks off. What are you talking about? Jokes, you got anything?
Nah, right what Sen said. Catch us in our chats, talking it up.
Not before the Loading Snacks OnlyFans.
What is happening in this chat?
What?
Hold on, listen.
Who giving it up on OnlyFans?
You said who's giving one up?
I said who's giving it up on OnlyFans?
I mean, there's money to be made.
Oh, it is.
I'm just saying. There's
I
money
guess
to be
Lotus
made.
Snacks the producers.
Gabby, is there anything you'd like to say to the folks? Is there like a Thigh Warden proclamation or anything? Is there anything you'd like to say to the folks before we get out of here?
Appreciate the good thighs. You won't always have them.
Hey,
I like that.
That's how you
sound.
close it out. That's
you
how you
can
close it out.
always look for more. See, look, Heather, Lotus has parental controls. We're going to need that. We are clearly going to need that.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to wrap this up because the rails have been gone from beneath us.
Hey, that shows a successful show.
Correct. We're having a good time. And that's what it's all about.
After dark.
So we used to have a
That
Lotus
used to
Snacks
be a
After
thing,
Dark.
actually.
Actually used to be a thing.
Yeah, it was.
And I honestly have been. I literally had a conversation with Coop today about bringing it back, but not calling it that. Real talk, because truthfully, yeah, it was a real thing. Truthfully, and I told Coop this. My intention was to get like you, like Frosty, Gabby, Marcus, like, because I'll tell y'all later. You know what? Save it for the after show. But that we're out. Tutors and lose, and that's what you call